In the heart of Laos, where emerald green rice paddies stretch to the horizon and the air is thick with the scent of frangipani and damp earth, lived a farmer named Cam. He was a man of simple means but possessed a heart as open as the sky above. His days were spent in a rhythm dictated by the sun and the seasons, tilling his land with his faithful water buffalo, a gentle giant with whom he shared a silent, profound bond. One sweltering afternoon, as Cam guided his buffalo along a dusty path bordering the dense jungle, a strange sight caught his eye. Half hidden by a curtain of broadleaf teak trees was a sturdy iron cage, and within it, a magnificent tiger paced restlessly. Its coat, a tapestry of fiery orange and midnight black, was matted with dirt, and its powerful muscles rippled with a desperate energy. As Cam drew closer, the tiger stopped its frantic pacing and pressed its face against the bars. Its voice, a low rumble that vibrated with a surprising note of despair, reached the farmer. "Oh, kind brother," the tiger pleaded, its golden eyes locking onto Cam's. "Have pity on a creature in distress. The sun has beaten down on me for days, and my throat is a desert of thirst. Please, I beg you, grant me a moment of freedom to drink from the nearby stream. I will cause no harm. I swear it on the spirit of the jungle." Cam hesitated. He was a man who respected the raw power of the jungle's creatures. He knew a tiger was not a pet, but a predator. Yet, the sight of this majestic animal, so utterly humbled and trapped, stirred the well of compassion within him. The tiger's plea seemed genuine, its suffering palpable. "If I let you out," Cam said, his voice cautious, "you will surely turn on me and my buffalo." "Never," the tiger exclaimed, its voice thick with sincerity. "How could I repay such kindness with such cruelty? I would be forever in your debt. Just a few sips of water, and I shall return to my confinement, if that is what you wish." The farmer's good heart won the battle against his better judgment. Believing in the possibility of gratitude even in a wild beast, he found the heavy latch on the cage door and, with a great heave, lifted it. The door creaked open. In a flash of orange and black, the tiger exploded from the cage. It did not head for the stream. Instead, it landed with a soft thud on the path, blocking Cam's way. It shook its massive head, its eyes no longer pleading, but burning with a cold, predatory fire. "You foolish, foolish man," it roared, the sound a thunderclap that sent birds scattering from the trees. "Now I will feast." A chill of terror and betrayal washed over Cam. "But you swore an oath," he cried, his voice trembling. "You promised you would not harm me. How can you be so ungrateful? I gave you your freedom." The tiger let out a low, contemptuous sneer. "Grateful? A tiger is not grateful, farmer. A tiger is a hunter. You knew what I was when you opened that door. Your sentimentality has sealed your fate. For this, you deserve to be eaten." Just as the tiger crouched, ready to spring, a calm voice cut through the tense air. "What seems to be the trouble here?" An old man, with a beard as white as a river stone and eyes that held the wisdom of ages, emerged from the jungle path. He was a sage who lived a life of quiet contemplation in the forest. The farmer, seeing a glimmer of hope, quickly recounted the entire incident, from the tiger's desperate pleas to its treacherous turn. The sage listened patiently, stroking his long beard. When Cam had finished, the sage did not look at the farmer or the terrified buffalo. He fixed his gaze on the tiger and then on the small iron cage. He appeared to be deep in thought. Finally, he spoke to the tiger, his voice laced with theatrical confusion. "I must admit, I am perplexed," the sage said, shaking his head slowly. "The farmer's story is compelling, but my own eyes tell me it is impossible. How could a magnificent creature of your immense size and power ever fit into such a small, insignificant cage?" The tiger, its pride stung by the sage's doubt, let out an indignant huff. "Impossible? Of course, it's not impossible. I was in there for days." "I don't see how," the sage continued, peering at the cage with a skeptical frown. "You are so grand, so mighty. The cage is so cramped and narrow. It defies all logic. You must be mistaken." "I am not mistaken," the tiger roared, its ego now fully engaged. "I will prove it to you." And with that, the foolishly proud tiger turned and, with a powerful leap, bounded back inside the iron cage to demonstrate how it could, in fact, fit. The moment the tiger was inside, the sage moved with a speed that belied his age. He slammed the heavy iron door shut and dropped the latch firmly into place. The click of the lock echoed in the sudden silence. The tiger, realizing it had been tricked, let out a howl of fury, but it was once again a prisoner. Cam stared, his heart pounding with relief and awe. He was speechless. The sage turned to him, a gentle smile in his wise eyes. "Let this be a lesson, good farmer," he said softly. "A kind heart is a treasure, but it must be guarded by wisdom. Do not expect a tiger to act like a lamb, no matter how sweetly it purrs. True nature cannot be caged by promises." The farmer, profoundly grateful, bowed deeply to the sage. He had learned a hard lesson about the danger of false gratitude. He and his buffalo continued on their way, leaving the ungrateful tiger to its fate, the wisdom of the sage echoing in Cam's mind for the rest of his days.